Good morning, agents. Road Warrior here, coming at you from the Intel Den. I thought I'd start off this video with a little bit of a story, because I woke up to a bunch of notifications from Ingress, attack notifications, and it was from two different agents, Bithead, obviously, and Mighty One, who is used to be a St. Paul agent and now lives in North St. Paul, so I don't normally see his name, but he has business in the city every once in a while, so he does mess with me from time to time. So you can see on the Intel map here that there are holes in my fields. Now, Bithead was clearing out the stuff that I had built up to the north of the freeway so that he could throw this big field before checkpoint. Good job on Bithead. And then he moved over, so once he'd thrown that from this portal, he moved over to the Skyline Tower playground portal, which he uses to throw fields this direction, right? It looks like somebody smashed his other anchor because the other side of things is not up. But he started throwing a couple of links here, and then I guess he realized that he couldn't do any more because, if we can zoom in here, Mighty One was here and through north to here, blocking any links to the rest of the spine that Bithead usually uses. And I thought that was really funny, not only because, like, it means that I now have a much easier time of smashing up these fields, but also, it demonstrates the necessity of teamwork in this game, I think. If Mighty One had talked to Bithead, if Bithead had talked to Mighty One, possibly Bithead would have gotten more fields up. But instead, here we are with fewer green fields, and I just think that's funny. Yeah, a little bit of levity to start my day. I figured I might as well share it with you all. It does seem like I've got my work cut out for me today. I have to go and repair stuff along Selby again, which is fine, but definitely means a little bit of work. And then I see that there are a couple of portals that need some recharging, so I'll probably go around and do some key gathering on top of everything. And yeah, I think that'll probably be my day largely. I mean, I hit level 13 yesterday. I'm pretty happy with that. And I'll see what else the day brings me. I don't know that I'm going to expand north of the freeway right now. I don't know. It would definitely block Bithead, but it's not really a priority. I can always go and smash those fields, and it's not like they're that big. I mean, there are, a few... What is it? I think they were like 10,000 MU a layer, which isn't nothing, but if it's only up for one checkpoint and then I knock it down, like, yeah, it's like a total of maybe 50,000 MU. So if I look at the scores, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to be okay. Resistance are still leading in the cell for, by quite a bit. So it should be all right. Check the scores in the other cell. Yeah. Oh, no. I needed to go further north. Oh, actually, this could be a problem, because now it looks like in the northern cell, Enlightened are up by a little over 100,000. Most of that is not Bithead. Most of that is the big fields north of the cities that Judge Incarnate throws, these layered fields. I think that's probably him. So somebody's going to have to deal with that, but it's not going to be me. I've got other stuff going on today that I cannot spend time on Ingress as much, so yeah, not my problem. But I will go out and get rid of Bithead's gross fields for sure, and I'll go grab some keys for my fields. And yeah, we'll see where the day takes us. It was a long intro, but hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the field, agents. Alright, agents, I'm here at Midway Peace Park, just walking in the south entrance. South entrance? Yes, south entrance. I get turned around sometimes. But it's nice and empty today. It's Saturday, so Concordia is not in session, which means this parking lot is basically empty. Hilarious. I'm gonna do a little bit of work fielding this area up, see if we can't make it a little harder for Bithead to rethrow those fields. Sort of the area east of his anchor. He definitely had to do a lot of work to clear it out so he could throw it the first time. So let's make him do it again, shall we? The other thing is I wanted to mention was right, I'm lucky to be alive. I just about got ran over. When I was over at Concordia, I was coming out of like a driveway. Like there's like a little area for like drop off of students outside of one of the buildings at the Concordia campus, and I was like coming out onto Rondo Avenue, Concordia Avenue, and into the bike lane. And I kind of glanced over my shoulder because I've learned that it is not safe to drive in the bike lane as a bike, and luckily I did because there was a car coming at me at about 30 miles an hour. So I like panicked and like turned right and got back into the parking lane. I gotta say, like, PSA for you all. Like, these bike lanes are not just there for funsies. You know, bicyclists like myself. I mean, bicyclist, right? It's kind of a relative term here, but people who use the bike lanes expect it to be for them. They don't expect to be run over by cars. Please use the car lanes. Still a little adrenaline from that, and I'm still angry. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna field up this area, and I'll come back to you later with a little more of an update. And hopefully I don't get run over again. All right, agents. Here on Concordia campus, I've fielded up most of the stuff east of Hamlin, but I'm getting notifications from Midway Peace Park where Bithead is causing trouble for me. So yeah, it's all coming down already, which is good because it means that he's using up his e-bike battery now and potentially won't be able to use it for checkpoint. But it does mean that probably should go home. My scooter battery's not doing great either, so honestly, same. And if I get back, I can recharge, maybe go to a different part of town and rebuild some of the damage that Mighty One did earlier this morning. Which feels like the best option, really. So I can get AP that way and repair my fields. Later in the day, around checkpoint, I'll probably go back to where Bithead is going to rethrow his fields and smash that up so it doesn't hit checkpoint. But for now, it seems like the battle in this area is over because Bithead wants to battle, and that is a waste of gear. If you're in normal play and you're battling, it doesn't make sense. Near checkpoint? Sure. But in the middle of the day, for no reason, not economical. So I'm gonna cut myself short here. Did get some good AP, but I'm gonna head home and take a look at the intel map and see where I should head next. I'll see you in the intel den. Alright, agents, I'm back in the intel den, and as you can see, it's looking a little bit better, but there's still plenty of work to do fixing holes in my fields, as well as just everything north of 94 is simply gone, so that's something to rebuild as well in probably the afternoon. I'm gonna take a break because I am pissed. After my harrowing experience with that person nearly running me over in a bike lane, I was riding home along Concordia Avenue, and I saw like 4 people in a row driving down the bike lane on Concordia, and like one of them was a St. Paul police officer, a marked car, and like bike lanes, I guess, just mean nothing anymore. Is that the situation? Like, there is simply no respect for a space that is just for cyclists, for people on two wheels who are not in a giant metal death box? Like, is that the situation here? I'm real pissed. I'm about to write a letter to, I don't even know, certainly my council member and probably the St. Paul Police Department. Like, I am annoyed thoroughly. So I'm gonna give myself some time to calm down and then maybe send myself over to Selby to do some work there, because that is a calmer part of town with no bike lanes, admittedly, which is worse, but no bike lanes for people to just like blithely drive their car down. So I guess that's better somehow. And then I've got some errands to run in the afternoon, so I'll probably cut this video a little short. Well, I say short, but I've been ranting for most of this video about various things, and like, it's probably made it pretty long. Anyway, thank you for listening. I will come back to you with another update in the afternoon. Alright, agents, as you can probably see from the gameplay footage, though admittedly it's hit or miss where the gameplay footage ends up in the videos, I'm working on refilling some of the holes that got blasted along Selby. I just finished kind of the main between like Chatsworth and Victoria, Milton and Victoria. That's kind of the main place that all the damage gets done. But there's definitely more to do further west, because I had expanded over there a few days back. Once again, Bithead can't beat me himself, so he called in Mighty One this morning, and he called in Chocolate Honey this afternoon. Takes at least 3 frogs to stop me from doing whatever the hell I want to do, as always. So I'm a little outnumbered here, a little outgunned, but they're leaving alone sort of the higher level portals, so hopefully things stay relatively blue, at least in the center of my fields. I imagine that Bithead told them to leave the higher level portals alone, because that's the only way he can get high level gear, is to hack blue portals. So it's good strategy there, for sure. Anyway, I'm going to keep on linking stuff up here for a little bit longer, and then I have some errands to run, so I'm going to probably wrap up the video pretty soon. I'll probably see you back in the Intel Den. Alright, agents, a little while later, and one Band-Aid for my nose later, I am in the Intel Den, just taking a look at the Intel map. It does look like things are better, for the most part. I can see there are a few portals that I still haven't gotten keys to, and that is... it's probably going to lead to holes in my fields tomorrow. But the important things are charged. The important things are largely rebuilt. I've just got a little bit more work to do for the most part. There seems to be... yeah. I don't know. I think it's in a stable spot, so I'm decently happy with it. There's definitely more work I can do east on Selby tomorrow, depending on how things look. I might also go north of the freeway. And yeah, see how things go. But I am too busy today to go and do that right now. So I am going to instead get to my errands and start working on my plans for the evening. Before I go, just a couple reminders. If you enjoy this video, do please click the like button. That's what it's there for. If you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe, and that way you know when I release new videos, which is always good. And finally, if I did anything wrong, or if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. And finally, there's also a link in the description to my Patreon page, where you can support me financially, because this is currently my only source of income, and I'm trying to make sure that I can make it to the anomalies and eat and all that good stuff. I think that's the right order of priorities. So as of right now, there are a few people who have already started donating. Their names are Zach Nelson, BigBadaBoom, Minnesota Resistance, and Teri Lynn. Thank you all so much for helping make things a little more stable for me. And if you want to join them, there's that link in the description. You can go check it out. You also get an exclusive invitation to the patrons-only Telegram channel, as well as occasional previews of some of my more interesting videos. These daily videos I don't bother previewing, but yeah, when something interesting is about to happen, I let them know first. So if you're interested in that, that's how you can get that information. Besides that, that's about all I can think of to say, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with yet another video, probably repairing more damage that a bunch of frogs are doing to my fields. So that's how it is around here these days. And thank you for listening to my rants about bike lanes. I'll see you tomorrow, folks. Bye.